Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing my newborn must-haves, and there are a couple of things here that I got after I had my baby that I wish I would have gotten sooner, that I just needed and I didn't know I needed, and other items that I kind of thought I got probably when I was 10 or 14 weeks pregnant, and I thought there were more luxury items that I wouldn't really need, but they were just fancy things to have, and I ended up using them every single day. So I hope you enjoy this video, and if you have any questions, just list them down below. And I'm going to start off with the Boppy Pillow. I think this is something that a lot of you are familiar with because it's a really popular baby item, and I think it's because it's a great item. You can use it for multiple things, and even if you're not nursing, it's a good thing to have. I mainly use it for nursing. I kind of just wrap it around myself and either rest my arms on the Boppy while I feed her, or kind of just lay her in the middle, kind of in this area, and have the Boppy Pillow kind of just take the pressure off. Sometimes I even use this as back support. When it's the middle of the night, I get her from her room and I feed her on my bed. But I kind of just sit on my bed and I have no back support because my pillow is kind of really skinny and really soft, so there's not much support there. So I sometimes just put this behind me and use that as back support, and it's great. It's really hard, so it definitely gives me a lot of support. And it's definitely not made for that, but we use it a lot for that. Also, once she gets a little bit older, she can kind of just sit in the middle here. She could just sit there, and this will help her practice just sitting on her own. Definitely Mittens. I didn't get these at my baby shower. This wasn't something that a lot of people were talking about that I needed or anything like that, but it's definitely something that we use every single day because having a newborn, they always scratch their face, and I wasn't scared to cut her nails or anything. I always tried to keep them and trim them and cut them as much as I could, but she still found a way. If she didn't have mittens on, she would scratch her face, and it kind of just killed me to see her little face with a little scratch or anything like that. So we had mittens on her all the time, and I just bought a pack probably of 4 or 5 pairs, and as they would get dirty, I would wash them and reuse them because they are definitely something that we used every single day. The next thing that I think is definitely a necessity is cloth diapers. I know I cloth diaper, but I don't use these. I use these to burp cloth, as burp cloth, kind of, you know, instead of those little fancy ones, I just lay this across and burp her, and it's really good because, as you can see, it has kind of just 3 sheets in one, but this middle area is thicker, so it holds a lot more. And I also use this when we are changing her in the middle of the night. She, for some reason, I don't know if it's kind of the air and the breeze down there, but every time I change her, the second I put a new diaper under her, she'll start peeing. So this is really good to have because I kind of just put it under her and then change her on top. So if she does pee on our bed, it kind of just gets absorbed on this, and then I just wash this instead of having to wash all of our sheets and maybe possibly getting into our mattress. So these are great. I actually purchased these at Babies R Us. They're the Babies R Us brand. They came in a pack of 12, and they were buy one get one 50% off, so I bought 2 packs and they were 24. So that has definitely worked for us. I know 24 seems like a lot, but you go through these really fast, and I mean, between burps or messes, any type of mess, I just pick one of these up and clean them. We also love swaddling her. This was one of the things that I got after she was here. She was probably 2 weeks old, and I got the Swaddle Me blanket. Before that, I kind of just used blankets and swaddled her, how they taught us in the hospital. This is kind of what it looks like. It's basically the same concept, but what I like about this is it's very secure. When I used the blankets, I had to use 2 in order to make sure she wouldn't kind of fuss out of them, and with this I only have to kind of just put her in one of these and she's good to go. I know she's not gonna get out. So I like this because it's secure and it's just safe that she's not gonna get out of them. And I love the print. I really like this one. And these are just muslin blankets that I use to swaddle her or kind of just to cover her. It's just really good to have a lot of just blankets. They also have different uses, so you can really get a lot of items that I mentioned that I got probably early in my pregnancy, and I kind of just got it because it was free and I thought it would just be cute to have. Definitely not a necessity, and it ended up being something that I use every single day, and it's been a lifesaver. And that is the nursing cover. This is from it's called Udder Cover, and this is what it looks like. They have a lot of different prints, and basically what you do is kind of just use it kind of as an apron. My husband calls it the apron because it looks like an apron, but it has kind of this plastic rim where you can see your baby, see what she's doing, see if she's not latching properly or what is going on, but it covers you from. I thought anybody else. This was not a necessity because I figured you could just throw a blanket over, but those things fall. The baby's constantly moving and the blanket's constantly moving, so this has been a lifesaver because I could just put it on. I could be at my family's house and my friend's house. You're gonna have a lot of people coming over your house and the baby's gonna be nursing constantly, so I would just put this on while my friends or any family member, they were here on my sofa and I was just nursing, and it was great. It's definitely something that I think every mom that wants to nurse should have. And I actually made a video about this and another item that I'm about to show because I got them for free using a code, so I'm going to link the video down below. So if you guys would like to get one of these, like I said, they're free. I think all I paid for was the shipping, and I'm just going to link our car seat. And basically this is called a Carseat Canopy, and this is another thing that I thought it was definitely not a necessity. This is something just fancy. When we go into our pediatrician's office, I get kind of scared because everybody around is sick and they're coughing and they're sneezing, and I like to keep this covered, so kind of to prevent the germs from landing straight onto her. Also, if she's just sleeping and we're going somewhere, we're going to a restaurant, we're going to someone's house, it's just nice to keep her covered in it. And I just think it's so cute. It kind of looks like it has a damask print. Again, this comes in different prints as well, and the other side was hot pink. And then you just flip it over whenever she's ready to be seen and to be uncovered, and then you could just see the baby in there. So I think this is something that is definitely a necessity. I used it so much. I'm continuing to use it, and until she gets out of this car seat, I think I'm just gonna leave it there because we use it every single time we take her out. I wouldn't know what to do if we didn't have that. This was also free. I got it at the same website where I got this cover, so I'm just gonna link the same video. It's the same video that I talk about both of these items, and there's also, you can also get a swing, but I didn't get that because I had the Moby Wrap, which brings me to the Moby Wrap. I don't have it with me because I left it in my car, but that's definitely something that I think is a must-have, or any type of baby carrier. I think that the babies really enjoy being close to you and feeling your heartbeat, especially when they're newborns. And sometimes when I go to the mall, I don't want to take out the whole car seat or the stroller, and I just put her on and carry her, and she loves it because she's all wrapped up. I kind of think that, especially the Moby Wrap, it kind of gives you the impression, or the baby the impression, that she's back in your belly, all kind of snuggled in there, hearing your heartbeat, and that's why they stay very calm. And I think that's definitely another thing is a must-have is the app that I showed probably in my 3-week update, and it's kind of, this is what it looks like. I upgraded my phone, so it might look a little bit different, but it's basically an app. It's called iBabyLog, and it's a free app that kind of lets you log diaper changes, nursings, bottle feedings, solids, pumping, to-do list, activities, and under activities is where I log my tummy time, the moods, the baths, the medication, temperature, milestones, sickness, doctor visits, vaccines, growth, everything. I think this is absolutely great because you don't want to be having folders or papers jotting it down when it's 3 in the morning. You really don't want to be looking for pens or pencils and papers to write down when her last feeding is, and you're not going to remember. I mean, even if you're somebody with a great memory, your memory goes once you have a baby. So I think this is great because I do it with my eyes closed. I literally just put add, start, and it just starts counting down the time, and then once she's done feeding, I press end. If for some reason she isn't latching on properly and I have to stop for a second, but I'm going to continue feeding, there is a pause button where I put pause and I continue feeding. So it's absolutely great. I think it's definitely a must-have, or any kind of app, or yeah, any app that helps you. That I basically just went into the app store and I put nursing, and this is one that came out, and this is the only one I've used, so that's why I think this one's great. But any app that kind of lets you log everything that's happening, so you have one place where it's easy, it's very accessible, and you could just log everything. That everybody should go watch The Happiest Baby on the Block. It kind of teaches you how to soothe your baby using the 5 S's. It's really good. And the next thing is called Baby Language, and I'm gonna link the full name below. Happiest Baby on the Block. You don't need to purchase it. It's on Netflix. If you have Netflix, just find it on there. I found it, I think, last week on Netflix. And the Baby Language is on YouTube. Just type in Baby Language and I'll give you the full name in the description bar. And it kind of teaches you the different ways that your baby cries. It's kind of your baby telling you different things. If it's crying kind of with an N sound, then it needs to be fed. If it's crying kind of making a yawning kind of mouth, like oh. This is probably gonna be a really funny video. Then they're sleepy. You gotta kind of just put them to sleep, and then it goes on for like burping when it needs to be, when she wants to be burped, and so forth. So it's a really good video to watch. And again, you don't have to purchase anything. They're on YouTube, so just go ahead and type in the name that I'm gonna leave in the description bar, and you'll find those videos. I think there's 3 different parts, and you just look at all of the parts, and it's really good. And that's it. I'm so sorry this video was long. I hope that you enjoyed it, and again, if you have any questions, please just leave them down below. And one last thing that I think is definitely a necessity is a little either swing or bouncer, and I'm going to show you the ones we have really quickly. This is the one we have, and Arya is currently in it, and she really likes it. She's enjoying it. She's just staying very calmly in there. Say hi, baby. Hi, Arya. So see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.